Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. And, of course, Tyler Hero. This is first game in his new Dallas Mavericks uniform.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. You can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I could see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom-5 defense to a top-5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And it was Wembanyama who got it rolling after definitely getting a hold of the ball there.
A wide open look for Durant. And nothing is falling for him right now. We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. And a wide open look for Simmons. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
KD on the wing. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Their plan, such as it is to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable, force him to take shots instead of giving him the ones he wants. Coach said it's obviously easier said than done, but if you let Durant get hot, forget about it. You can take over an entire game. See if they can execute defensively. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the game. Hardaway no good on the free throw line. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the players.
Now here's Simmons. He has 5. And it's in there.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pass to Durant. Eason with it. Out to KD. 6 to shoot. Back to Eason. Releases from 15. And that one's good. Durant. Durant's got 5.
And Durant's jumper is as pure as it gets. You just assume ahead of time it's going in.
Wembanyama, right side. Here's Hardaway. Stolen by Lively. Fast break Dallas. Nobody near Allen. And he's good on the 3-ball.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Hardaway. And it's good for 2. Hardaway has got his second basket of the game.
This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Allen outside. Back to Durant. Dallas moving it around. Eason's shot is good.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And there's... Whoa, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Back to Hardaway. Stolen by Allen. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Durant inside. Good defense by Wembanyama.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Checking in for the Mavericks.
San Antonio leading by 7. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Nice shot by Wembanyama, no good. To the middle. Here's Brown, and he banks in the layup.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Simmons on the wing. .29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's hauled in by Brown. It's tipped. From the arc. Rebound by Ray Allen. Outside, Hero. Pass to Brown. 1 second left. And Brown throws it down hard.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
At the end of one, both teams putting up some...
The Mavericks, 17.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for San Antonio?
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And also, they've been draining mid-range jump shots, measuring the defense well, and just taking what they get. Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Great, we know about the Euro step. But is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
The high basketball IQ of Klay Thompson, finding a better look there.
Here's Collier. A second chance effort. And Thompson sends it back. Here's Messi. And he jams it with authority.
And he doesn't just go to the reverse. He goes to the double clutch reverse.
Ooh, you've got to have guts to try that move. Bridges with it. Picked up by Thompson. Vukcevic can't hit. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Miller. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now off the... Oh,
Yes!
Number 14.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Vukcevic. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Mavericks ball.
Dallas leading by 3. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
They set the pick to the wing right side. Dallas needs to get off a shot. A shot by Messi, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Miller. Kivoshev. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Collier. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. For 3, Bridges. That shot off the mark. Miller up on top. And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Messi. And he goes in for the dunk.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Collier. Misses off the right iron. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer. He's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Just 2 to shoot. Messi controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Messi's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Three-pointer. The rebound by Collier.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
59 seconds left to play here in the half. And it's denied. Out to Thompson from past the arc. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
This is something that Clay works on all the time, even though he is already elite at it. He readies himself to fire once he catches that ball.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's Eason. A rebound by the Spurs. Into the lane. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Hardaway. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And so he hits both. Puts it up off the inbound. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back right after this. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Mavericks leading by 10. Kicks it out to Allen. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Thompson. Hardaway goes in. Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Thompson. Here's Hardaway. And finally they hit one. Hardaway has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Spurs. Outside, KD.
Spurs. Edge call. First personal foul. First team foul.
Spurs on defense. Trailing here by 8.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. The 3-ball. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 10.
One thing I really like about Ausar Thompson, he's a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
Pass to Allen. Fires for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Lively.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Here's Hardaway. Thompson right side. There's the 3. And Lively pulls it down.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
To the paint. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, nice ball movement. Heroes. An underrated passer makes great decisions.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Spurs trail by 14. Right side, Simmons. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. And that time, also a missed shot. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Inside, Lively. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Shooting for Dallas.
And both free throws good for Lively. Here's Thompson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
KD looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And finished off by KD.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes, pretty easy for him.
And that one is good. 12 points for him.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Pass to Lively. And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful. Five on the clock. The putback. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 14. Hardaway from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Hardaway's got 11.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Down low. Out to Thompson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. They set the pick. And Allen launches it from deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Maverick substitution. Number 0. Leonard Miller.
Outside Hardaway. To the middle. Thompson in the... Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Here's Messi. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. San Antonio trailing here.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's the Mavericks now. At one point, they led by 16. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Left side, Miller. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 9-point game. Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
A shake. And it's good on the way in. He's got 6.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Dallas calls timeout. And the Mavericks making a change here. And the Mavericks call time here.
Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Mavericks lead.
The Mavericks, 55.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Spurs trail by 9. And here is Hardaway. Up top, Simmons. Outside for Wembanyama. That one goes in. 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Inside. Stolen by Durant. And now it's Allen. Running. He can go all the way.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Wembanyama, a screen. One minute now into this fourth quarter. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. We'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Thank you, David. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. 2 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Dallas ball.
Mavericks leading by 9. The 3. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
And the Mavericks with possession here. At one point, they led by 16. It's good. And it's an 11-point Maverick lead.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Driving inside. Pass to Thompson. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And here's Simmons for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. To the paint. And stolen by Thompson. Wembanyama, a screen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Kevin Durant.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Timeout, Mavs.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Timeout, Dallas. A different look for Dallas. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Shoots the three. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Pass to Allen. To the inside. Lively, that's good. Lively's got 16 points here in the second half.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Such a skilled, versatile talent. When Durant is focused on scoring, he's hard to guard without fouling.
Durant nails both of them. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And, Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list. And a monster game for Wemby. With the matchup issues he creates, I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
How about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
In the corner, it's Eason. Pass to Allen. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Spurs. Takes it inside.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. He's still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Dallas leading by 7. Outside, KD. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Hardaway for 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Hardaway's got 5 points in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Oh, it was smart. He has the talent of the greats. It's just, can he dominate late game like all the greats have? Wemby getting it done.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For the three. Another three for Dallas.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They came in here and took.
I called her, told her, say it's too late. I remember having on that E-way. 22 call, I do a down, she using eBay. OTF, I use it each way. OTF, HET, yeah, with new lay. I used to ride the